Special meeting of the Bellflower City Council and Bellflower Public Facilities Corporation. It's Monday, March 1st, 2021. It's 10:01 in the morning. Before we begin, please note that all public meetings will be recorded. When a participant logs in via their computer or calls in to join the meeting, their name and/or phone number will be visible to all participants. Unless you are providing a public comment, your audio will be muted and your video will be disabled. Persons wishing to be audience members to the meeting may do so anonymously. Anonymous participants, however, will not be recognized for public comment. Persons who seek to bypass the city's host controls will be dropped and blocked from the meeting. Thank you for your cooperation. Madam City Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilmember Hamada,
Here.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Here.
Councilmember Santinas,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton,
Here.
Mayor Coops,
Here.
Director Gomez,
Here.
Secretary Treasurer Wehage,
Here.
Vice President Franzen,
Here.
President Morse.
Here.
So everyone's in attendance, Madam City Clerk?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so we have perfect attendance. Thank you very much for coming out this morning. Public comments, Mr. Stewart.
Pursuant to Government Code Section 54954.3A, the public may address the City Council only on matters listed on the agenda. Those wishing to speak on an agenda item must utilize one of the methods listed on page 2 of the agenda. You will be given 3 minutes to address the City Council. Attempts to provide comment at times not designated on the agenda may result in the city dropping you from the meeting.
Thank you. If you would like to speak, please use the raised hand feature. If by computer, it appears under the participants tab. If by phone app, it will appear under the more button at the bottom right-hand corner. Or if by telephone, press the number 9 to raise your hand. You'll be called upon in the order received. You can then unmute your microphone so that you can provide comments. Do we have any public comments at this point?
Mayor, I'll give the public a moment to utilize the feature. Mayor, I'm not seeing any raised hands at this time.
All right, Mr. Stewart, are you going to provide the staff report, or Tay?
Yeah, it'll be Tay, and I'll just read the first paragraph in, and so we know what it is. It's consideration of possible action to accept a term sheet from Bank of America Public Capital Corp. to refinance 2015 lease financing and approve required documents and other related matters for refinancing, including the following resolutions: Resolution 2116 and the Bellflower Finance Committee 21-01. Tay, why don't you go ahead and make a staff report on this?
Yes, thank you. Good morning, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council and President and Directors of Bellflower Public Facilities Corporation. Due to the historically low interest rates, some of you had asked staff to research refinancing opportunities with the 2015 lease financing we currently have with Bank of America in order to help reduce the city's interest costs. What we have learned through our research is that because the financial savings is small for this debt, we cannot afford to hire a finance team to go through a competitive process. The only way for the city to realize a reasonable financial savings is to go through a direct refinancing with the current lender, Bank of America, and make this transaction as simple as possible, thereby not requiring a finance team. At staff's request, Bank of America submitted a term sheet on February 16th, offering to reduce the interest rate from 3.18% to 2%. The total cost to refinance is approximately $59,000, which includes a 2% prepayment penalty of $41,411. this prepayment penalty was agreed upon back in 2015 at 2%. After all the costs, this refinancing will save the city approximately $54,500 in net present value through the maturity date of April 2031. The principal amount of the debt will increase from $2.07 million to $2.14 million because some of the costs will be capitalized or added to the principal. Bank of America's term sheet must be accepted by March 3rd, and this transaction must close by the end of the month, March 30th. And staff's recommendation to the City Council and BPFC Board is to accept the term sheet dated February 16th from Bank of America and authorize the city manager to execute the term sheet and inform Bank of America regarding such acceptance, and adopt resolution numbers 21-16 and BPFC resolution 21-01 and approve documents to refinance the 2015 lease financing and authorize other matters, or alternatively discuss and take other action related to this item. This concludes my report, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Mayor Pro Tem Ray Dutton, have you any questions?
No questions, Mayor.
All right. Councilmember Sunny San Ynez, any questions?
Yeah, just a comment and question, Mayor. Thank you so much. Tay, thank you so much for looking into this. You may think that the savings of 54,000 is small, but I think it makes a difference for the city, considering that the principal is only about $2 million. And I really appreciate that Bank of America, in spite of the prepayment penalty, was able to reduce the interest to 2%. That's really, really good. So, and then I look at the terms of the financing deal. Maturity is still the same. I mean, I wish that we can refinance more of our liabilities this way. If you look at the payment, it is going down. The term is the same. In terms of maturity, is still the same. So 54,000 savings is nothing to sneeze about. Tay, just a minor question. I'm just very curious about this, because in the new principal balance, Bank of America is allowing us to include the accrued interest into the new principal, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the principal is going up, whereas the how come they will not allow us to basically capitalize the title fees and other minor expense? I mean, I'm just kind of curious.
Because those are small and we don't know what the exact amount is, it was easier for the city to just pay those.
Okay. So had it been a bigger amount, they would have possibly capitalized it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. That's all I have. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Sonny. Sonny, the only regret I have is when we put this together is that we didn't go for a 1% prepayment penalty rather than a 2%. But who was to ever think this was going to happen, right?
Well, BFA has to make some money, you know.
Right. I get it.
But in spite of that, it's still a good deal.
Yes, it is. Councilmember Victor Sanchez, any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one question to Director Tay. It is my understanding that we did attempt to get that 2% pre-penalty fee waived, and we weren't successful. Is that correct?
Yes, you're right. I asked them to waive it, reduce it. They said no.
Yeah. Well, since we didn't go into a competitive bid, it makes sense. They kind of hold the cards to you. So anyways, but I think it's a great deal. I think like Councilmember Inez mentioned and Mayor mentioned, it's a great savings. So 54 is nothing to sneeze at. So thank you, Mr. Mayor. That concludes my questions and comments.
Thank you, Victor. Councilmember Raymond Hamada, have you any questions?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Look, I think my colleagues have touched on what I was going to ask, and again, I think the time is right, and we see it out there. Refining is right now the way to go to, get some savings. So I want to thank Tay and his staff for moving on this. And again, I think it is a good deal, even though, again, we didn't go competitively out there, but I think all the parameters would have been very similar, which also, look, in addition to the, the prepayment penalty, I would hope to see one of the sites for security freed up, but that's okay. So we got the same points that are going to move forward. So again, I think it's good, and hopefully there's some more things out there that we could do. All right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Amata. Now
Mayor,
I ask anybody from our committee. George Franzine, have you any questions of Tay?
Not at this time.
All right. Larry Wehage, any questions of Tay?
No, none at all. Thank you.
How about Alan Morris? You got any questions of Tay?
No.
All right. Alan Gomez, any questions of Tay?
No questions. Thank you for the report. And I think if this was all in our personal lives, we'd make a move on the 54,000. So I think it's a good direction.
All right. Madam Senate Clerk, did I omit anybody from the committee? Is those four who are in attendance, correct?
That's correct.
All right. So you're moving on here. Does anybody want to make a motion?
Move to
Mayor, I'd
approve.
like to make a motion for the City Council of Bellflower to adopt Resolution 21-16.
Second, Hamada.
All right. We have a motion by Councilmember Sunny San Ynez, supported by Raymond Hamada. Any other questions?
And I think
Nope.
the motion has to include accept the term sheet dated
Yeah.
February 16th.
Okay. Sunny, does that include the term sheet?
It was read by the city manager. I think that's included, I believe,
Yeah.
Tay read the
the
term-
resolution.
Okay.
the resolution, so we'll use that as a basis.
That's good for me too.
All right, great. So go ahead and, Madam City Clerk, take the roll call.
Member Hamada,
Aye.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Aye.
Councilmember Santinas,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton,
Aye.
Mayor Coops,
Aye.
Director Gomez,
Aye.
Secretary Treasurer Wehage,
Aye.
Vice President Franzen,
Aye.
President Morse.
Aye.
All right, that's approved. Thank you very much for your participation.
Hold on,
And-
gentlemen.
Yeah.
I think we still need to approve the BFPPC resolution as well. That wasn't included.
That was all in one motion.
Okay, it's all one motion. Good. That's fine. We're good.
Good.
All right, unless anybody else has any comments, it's now 10:15. We're going to stand adjourned at this moment. Thank you for participating.